So when I'm clicking on this option, I'll be sure that which particular value you have clicked on, right? As I said for the earlier one, so there will be the ID, and another thing will be name, right? That what is the name for this particular input, right? And the value which you want form to collect whenever I click it. So the value would be apple. Right now, maybe in front you are just ticking on 1 2 3 4, or outside you are writing apple banana, but inside you have given the code and you are collecting value as 1 2 3 4. That could also happen. So whenever you are writing input type, there is a type which type you are using. There is a ID, which ID is there. Then there is a what can I say, name, that what is the name for this particular checkbox if you want to refer, apply some formatting or anything. And what value will be gone to the database whenever I click here, what is the value which will go in the backend. That is what is written, right? Similarly, there is a radio button, right? So radio button is something when you have multiple options, you have to select one. Even in the questions you must have seen, one value comes and other value doesn't come. So let me just copy this and type radio. So input type is radio. Now the button type will be changed. ID, let me give just HTML. Value, for what we can create it for, male and female, right? So value, let's write male, because only one option can be selected, either male or the female. Mm, okay, now let's reload. See, male and female. Right now I can click on both the options. Then what to do, that I can select only one option? Can anyone suggest how we can group it so that only one option can be clicked?
Give same ID to both.
Use same ID for both. Okay, so
Select.
instead of male or female, let's write ID as HTML again, or the gender, we can say gender and gender. Now let's save it. Let's reload. Male and female both are coming, so ID has no value. ID is what is the identity for this, right? If you give similar IDs, it will be confused that which particular option you have clicked, whether you have clicked male or female. ID is for our reference, like I can take your name, that Janvi is speaking, Madhuri is speaking, right? Or Divya is speaking. This ID is that. Value is when you click on this particular option, what value will be stored to the database. That is value. Now, then, how can I?
We can give same value, or I guess one name.
Value is something which goes into the database. It is for that reference. It could be different also.
Also there, na?
Yes, so we have to group. We have to
Maybe we
group.
have to use div tag.
No, 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 no. Not div tag. Div tag is simple for the reference, right? So there is a name. We have to group it and we have to give the name. So now let's give name as gender. Here also give name as gender. Okay. Now we know that both of the radio buttons are created to collect the information called gender. Now can you see? We can click on any one option only. If I select this is gone. If I select this is gone. Similarly, when I want to group the values, there could be multiple options. For one question there could be three checkbox, so for other question there could be two checkbox, right? So how to group that? Using name element, right? So name is something which group the buttons. Clear?
Ma'am,
Yes.
suppose if we give same name to the all the check boxes, what will happen?
Yes, same name for the all the check boxes, means it is related to one particular option only.
But if we give same name, we are able to select one only, right?
No, checkbox we can select multiple checkbox. We can always select multiple. Name equal to uh, name equal to food. Okay, and here also you write name equal to food. See, I'm giving same name to both the checkboxes. Checkbox is meant for the multiple options. It just if we give the same name, what will happen? We'll know that they have selected the food. So we can create, multiple checkboxes for multiple purpose. That I want to create for food. I want a checkbox for what can you say? I want checkbox for drinks, right? Drinks. So let's write tea only and let's write coffee. I want a separate space. Let's reload. So what will happen here? You can make out the difference that these two options that they want, apple and banana for the food and they want tea as a drink. So these are two categories. Similarly, for the radio button, I have written male gender. Similarly, I have to create another one. Let's give name as what I want to select. That you can select one sweet. Okay, one free sweet is there, you can select one sweet. So I have written here gulab jamun and rasgulla. Usually these two are favorite of everybody, so I have written this. Okay, although it's lunchtime also. Yeah, so now you can see there are two groups, male, female. I can select one only, and gulab jamun and rasgulla I can select one only. So these are the two different groups. So this is question number 1, question number 2, question number 3, question number 4. You can understand like this. And we can have, the questions also, like we have quiz, right? And in quiz we have the similar kind of pattern. So that can be done. Okay. Mm, let's see the quiz only. See, for this particular group, I can select any one value only. For this particular group, I can select one value only. For this particular group, one, this particular one, and likewise, I can create only one, I can select only one value for all the elements. Is it clear?
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
Yeah. So, when I have opened this quiz, I think let's solve this quiz only. Let me show you the answers quickly so you understand that what is the correct things, right? So can you predict the attributes which can be used in HTML label element to associate with the form element? What should be the answer? Can anyone tell me?
Can you explain the question, ma'am?
Yeah. So it is asking, can you predict the attribute? Attribute, to understand that whenever we use any tag, we can use certain attributes, like with image we have used height and width, with form we have used action element. So which can be used with HTML label element. Label we just written, first name, last name, likewise. So can you predict it that with another form element, what should be the label? Can you predict what should be the label for
For
taking the gender input? Can you
for attribute, ma'am.
sorry,
For attribute.
sir attribute, sorry,
For third option. F4 for.
four.
For.
Okay. Anyone else?
ID,
Okay.
value,
No, that is four only. We can write that this label is for this particular element. Okay. Now, the second says select the HTML form element that is used to display the output. Simple output. Text area, you will get, big box where you can enter anything. Date, you can, enter the date. When we apply, when we create forms, we can have the dates also, right? Let me show you. Like for example, they ask enter your date of birth and the date field comes, right? Hmm. Let me show you here itself. Try out. See the date. We can pick date like this. Calendar comes. How? With the date elements. You can simply write input type equal to date time dash local, right? Or you can write date only. That depends. So for output, we simply write output. Now, the type of input element is specified by using dash attribute. How we specify that which type of element we want to create?
Type
It is
attribute.
simple type. We
type,
write input type equal to radio, input type equal to checkbox, input type equal to submit. Yes. Yeah. The next quiz, the attribute mean, max, and step attributes can be used. Okay. Let's go here. Mm, okay. So from the name itself, you can, understand that mean means minimum, max means maximum, right? So this actually we can restrict any input element with the numbers. Let me show you. Mm, see, can you see the input type as text, password, email, number, right? So if I want to write the email, I'll write email. Simple text box will be there. If I simply write password, that whatever I'm typing in the password field will not be displayed. It will be like this, star star or this. Whatever ID I type, it will take. There is no difference between the username and email ID. It's just for the internal reference. Now you can see contact. The input type is number written. So I cannot type ABCD. I can only type 1, 2, 3 like that, right? And yeah, this question is mean, max, step. So we can use both number to range the input elements, right? We can give the minimum value and the maximum value to be displayed in this. For example, I'm writing 3, 4. I want to write 0. I can restrict that you cannot write 0. Minimum it should be 6. For certain forms that the enter your age, it should be minimum 18 only. If you write less than 18, it will be automatically reject or it will not allow you to go. So likewise you can restrict. Now form override attributes can be used with these can be actually used with the submit and image. So form override attribute you can read in a basic HTML form, which attribute will help us to submit. Yeah, this is the action, right? When I click on the submit button, the action will help us to collect the data. What I want to perform the action, which we can write there in the action. In an HTML form, there is an email field which can which a validator should be added, which attribute will help to include rejects for email. So rejects email validation is pattern, right? Email validation means can you see this tryout? I have written this 1 2 3 4, and it is not showing me any error. Now if I put the validation, I will make sure that there is at least one at the rate, there is at least one dot. And if I progress, I can make it like the .com, .in, or any valid domain is there, .in, .edu, so that we can perform, right? So that is what the overview about the HTML. The more we'll create the things, we will understand, right? So I'll give you an assignment, which is, I think this course also has the capstone project. So you please try to complete this capstone project. And there is one more thing, that is the embedded element. You can include the audio and video into uh, your system, right? You can create the buttons to include the files in your system. So this security and the embedded element, I'm leaving up to you for the further learning. And at the end there is a capstone project, right? Overall, if you spend 4 hours in total, you can read all the contents, you can complete all the contents, and you can create this capstone project also. So let me explain you in brief what is this capstone project is. So you have to implement a web application for the given requirement, incorporating security measure and code best practices to ensure this, right? uh, so friendship zone is a web application. It is similar to Facebook, when you user can interact, connect with friends. Valid user can log in and in application to check their friends list. Okay. Automob Mechanic is a web application for automobile service company. This application provide different services to get the car repaired or serviced. So either of the application you can create. There should be minimum of 4 pages, or if you feel you can have less number of pages, that is also fine. Yeah, so that's all.
Anyone, ma'am?
Yeah, anyone at least you create. Yeah, anyone at
Yes.
least you create.
Mm.
See, for a friendship zone is similar to the Facebook applications, right? An automobile is an website, is designed for the car application, right? So there are two things. So one, you can download the Google Chrome is already there. So you can download Visual Studio Code if you want. You can download any live server like Dreamweaver or anything. And then you think, how you can divide the task. So first you divide your task into small components, that how my page will looks like whenever somebody logins. Like when I write Gmail, you know, this is the first page which comes up. So you first think that how my page should look like. There should be any image, right? There should be a text. Likewise you think. So first lay out all the things on the page, that if I click on sign in, this page will come, this button will come, right? You first design on the paper, and then you start implementing it, right? Yeah. and we will solve your queries, and you can use this same project for add css and javascript, and slowly we can progress, right? Yeah, I hope things are clear to everyone.
Ma'am.
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, I just
And
that for those tryout section, we have to edit in the given box only because the box is very small, and
Yeah.
yeah, so
Yeah,
can't
so
it
what
be?
you can do, if you feel that that box is small, so there are certain online editors. You can simply type online HTML editor, or you can run in your system itself. Just edit in the notepad, control S and refresh browser. That is the best thing. You code by yourself, write everything in your code. If you don't have the laptop or the desktop, then you can use this tryout, or if you are feeling that Infosys Springboard tryout box is small, you can use some other online editors.
Okay, so we don't have to submit it anywhere, right?
No, 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 you need not to submit it anywhere. It's for your learning purpose.
Okay, one more thing I have. In that playground, when I was
Mhm.
looking for some activities related to front end or web development, so those are not coming over there. Even when I have typed HTML5, so it is only giving me automation thing to practice over there.
Okay, so the technology playgrounds is like, where you can create your own project. So you can use the Angular playground and you can create your HTML project there.
Okay, okay, ma'am. Thank you.
Yeah. Because it contains, the Visual Studio Code where you can execute this HTML.
Okay, okay, ma'am.
Yeah.
excuse me, regarding the capstone projects,
Mm-hmm.
are learning purpose, right? Or should we need to execute in any platforms in the Springboard
It's for
also?
learning purpose. See, now what we are going to learn in this particular course is HTML, CSS, JavaScript, right?
Okay.
Angular, uh, Angular, uh, Angular. We are going to learn, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So if you start building your website and you slowly integrate, at the end you will have the practical experience and you'll have the understanding of, okay, I have created something.
Okay.
Yeah. And
So in
there are
our
few
local
quizzes
desktop, we need
also.
to do these projects, right? Or is there?
Yes, yes, yes. And there is a quiz section in our Springboard. Let me share it. I'm sorry, I've taken much extra time, almost 1 hour. So you can see the HTML file quiz, right? You can simply click on this here, more. You can find feature as quiz, or you can see here quiz games. You can open, and there is a HTML5 quiz also. So you can play HTML quiz, and once you are well versed with HTML, you can play this HTML quiz, so you can understand that what is the level of understanding, or if you come across any concept which you feel you are not good at, so you can note it down and you can learn. Yeah. Yeah, thank you so much, Fazar.